Remember July last year, after they had us all on lockdown, whilst we were losing jobs and livelihoods, how a raging fire caused chaos in Twaloloka. How everyone came and banded together to assist those who lost even more in the fire. Remember how government renamed it Otwea, meaning we are coming. This is Twaloloka today, a desolate grouping of tents on the outskirts of Walfish Bay where children play and dream of one day having a space that they can call home.
So now the people throwing black stones at the soldiers. Grab a few things cause they in the line of fire. Some are looking for voters cutting them IDs. Election time is coming again. This morning money saw what happened in a fire. The red is something small. She did money don't make the fire. Twaloloka, enough is enough. It's fine.
Rauna Hamunyela and Karina Shilumbu know all too well what it means to be a landless citizen of this country, and they've both emerged from the fire, although life is nowhere near where it should be.
We started at 2016, April, somewhere there. That time we were sleeping at Utaleni, just an open space. And then we putting up structures that time, and then the police came and demolished everything. Then we put them up for the second time. Then again the police came, they demolished everything. Then we were left outside. And then from then we moved because we were in the valley. And then we have to move from the valley to the open space again. We're just sleeping outside like that. That night we sleep outside only. And then the next day we put up a structure we put up plastic sacks and we put them together, and then we make a big place like a tent. It's now whereby we start sleeping out inside of the tent. We don't have mattress, we just sleep on the floor. And then from then we received eviction letter from the court that we have to move from that place. Now we have nowhere to move to, so we have to stay there. And then we told the police we are not going anywhere because we don't have a place to live. We are sleeping outside at the backyards of others, and those people, they are now busy building their houses. There's nowhere we can go. This is our home now. And then from then the municipality relocate us from that place, from Tutaleni, and he put us there where our houses burned down. And then from there we have been there for almost 5 to 6 years, because from 2016 until our houses burned down. When I lift up my eyes, I said, oh, the fire came. So we just ran away. People, they were trying to quench the fire, but that fire cannot be quenched. It was a very terrible fire. It was a big fire. I never experienced that such fire in my life.
Yeah, I was here and I left with nothing. I didn't come with anything because my daughter ran away because of that. The moment that fire happening, he ran away. Then I going to search for her. When I come back, I cannot come back because the gas is burst. If you go in, it must be maybe it's attack for me to go there. I find already my ghetto is attacking in a fire. I cannot take anything. I come with only my ID. Everything I lost it. I didn't come with anything. And it's difficult to starting with a school of my daughter. They book all. I struggling. Until now.
This is something else. I don't have words to explain because it shattered my life so bad.
Here we're having a lot of children. Some they are having their mother, they are not working. Both of parents, they are not working. Because I stay here, I know one side of our distance, lot of parents, they are not working serious. If the children they saw a car that are coming, they learn because since morning time, their parents maybe they went to go and looking something, the children are sleeping there. When they wake up, there's nothing even to putting in their stomach. Like for the healthy, they must change the way of the toilet. The toilet that we have is not good. It's not looking healthy. We're having for now, I think we're having only 6 toilets. Only 6 toilets we have, but we are a lot here. We are more than 300 upward here. And like today, I went in the hospital. I don't know what is this. I starting a sickness, like it's a coldness because of this thing. What we're sleeping, we are not safe. Sometimes you think you are cover yourself, but feel cold when you wake up to go work. I feel like having a cold. Even I went to the hospital, they give me that medicine to work in my stomach because my stomach is not working well. But I think it's that coldness that attacked me.
For as little as 20 Namibian dollars per month, you can get a funeral cover from Sanlam with claims that get paid out within 7 hours. To get a quote or for more information, simply SMS your name, town, and contact number to 555 for a callback. No obligations. T's and C's and standard SMS rates apply.
Winter is here. Let's warm you up by giving you a chance to win one of 12 gas heaters and accessories or a grand prize of 50,000 Namibian dollars. To enter the Winter Warmers competition, simply buy any combination of 2 or more of the following participating brands: Baker's, 5 Roses, Fresh Pack, Frisco, or Hug in a Mug, and SMS Winter to 445. And remember to keep your till slip as proof of purchase. Promotions run from the 1st of May to the 31st of July. For more information and entry details, visit 99fm.com.na. T's and C's apply.
Before the elections, politicians made many promises, as they do, and once the votes were wangled, the people were forgotten. Compound this with the impact of lockdown.
When lockdown comes, but we praise God for that because we were not affected by the virus itself, but life was not that easy that moment. Because like me, I'm not working. I'm just used to sell my fat cakes at that Kapana next to Universal Church. And then from then, the police and municipality came. They have to close everything, so I have to come back home. Then I was just staying there, no food, nothing. We were just surviving by friends and families. Especially me, I have my family in Christ. Those are the people that have been helping me during that moment. And at least it was better that I have those people. Others were just suffering like that. You have no food, no, like, when the school starts now, I don't have anything to give my children to go to school. I was just struggling. You go there, you ask something, you go there, you ask something, then people helping you until everything just went down. Now from then, life becomes so worse. Because you cannot move right, left, front, back, we're just standing. My things have bent down. Now the lockdown was now over. I cannot go start over for my fat cakes because all of my things, they have bent down. I did not manage to take anything from that fire, from that place. During the fire story, it was good. We thank God for the people that have touched a lot of people. They come together, they bring us food, they bring us clothes, they bring us only the good Samaritans. Especially if I know you, then you know Memerana things has bent down, then you come, you give me food, you give me that $100, you give me $20, so I survived. But now as we are here, there's nothing else. We have to stand on our own. I start making my fat cakes, even though they are not enough, at least we can manage that one for now. Like we are 5 in the house, and my daughter is there, she's expecting a baby. But we are living in such a place. This is where we are cooking, this is where we are bathing. is where we are doing everything just here. Sometimes I can live without bathing because the kids are in the house. You cannot chase them out. Sometimes it's too late and it's cold and it's windy. You cannot chase them out of the house, so you have to keep them here. Then you remain without bathing. And then we only depend on that one bucket of fat cakes. Nothing else. We don't have any other source.
I feel pity. I feel pity for myself and for all environment that we are here. We don't have anything to do anymore because we're waiting long. We're waiting long to receive even that house or those who are going to receive a house. We don't know where they're going, how can they finish or how can, until when we're waiting, they say they are going to finish that house. And it is not finished until now. But 1 bedroom and 1 kitchen. They are having only 2 rooms. And it's not enough. Here people, they are having 2 children, they are having 5, they are elder. How can you sleeping with your boy or your boy is elder than you other lady, then you're going to sleeping with your mother in 1 room.
Frustrated with the lack of government assistance and intervention, the 2 women had some rather choice words for Namibian politicians.
When it comes to the government, I really don't feel if I do have a government in my life. Because when I was growing, that old government, at least they used to give me sweets. But now that we are in independent Namibia, it's like it's more worse than never before. Because we are treated like not human beings. You cannot say we are treated like we are in the foreign countries. We are all people of God. We are created by God. And we have to live wherever we want. And there's no, in my mouth and in my heart, there's nothing to call a person a foreigner. Because we are all living on this earth. And God has created us to live on this earth. So, in Namibia, we're not treated like people. We are treated like something else. Because even if it's a dog, you cannot treat a dog like we are treated. Because it's your dog. You know this is my dog. I take it from where I take it. And I have a reason why to take this dog. We are treated like, we are just used to go vote. But after election, those people, they disappear. Nowhere to be found. Me, I do not know if I have a government. Unless something needs to be changed. If this is how we are going to live in Namibia, then still we are not independent. We are not have freedom here. We are just like slavery maybe in Egypt. We are not in our motherland.
Nothing. Only we hear those construction of the house. Like food, like what? Until now, only we struggling ourselves. We didn't receive anything. They come here making meeting, but after they say we do like this. We take longer to see those things that they are speaking. We was having since we come here, we was having a party. I remember the AL people. I remember Honorable was Councillor Noroji and Tresia. They used to come to us at Otweya. They was saving a lot of our children to give a food. They used to feed it. But for now, they didn't receive. As you come today, you saw the children that are learning because they know the face of that people that they used to come here to feed our children every day. The water they used to they bring for us, mineral water. They used to bring for us a food to eat. But for now, since Otweya, at the moment, maybe for erection of what, we don't know how. They are stopped 1 week ago. Was one woman coming and call my daughter here, but my daughter he pretended like I'm not in, but he called my daughter at the night outside. I don't know what he want to go to do with a daughter. He don't want to mention what he going to do with my daughter, but he called her outside. They are not safe. They are not safe. Always they are learning out there. They're so suspecting people that are passing there or they are person are standing there. But is he doing anything? The guy standing there when they are going to the toilet. I want to tell our government, really, if they know that they are not afford the material to breeding each and every one in a house, maybe they must, because they was having example for the ghetto that are there first time. If where we are here now, there's a place, there's a plot, there's a land. I want to come and they are leveling this place and they're putting for us that even that example, because we know they say they don't have a man, they don't have money to maybe for us to survive from them. They must look what is cheapest to keep us safe.
Hey, now that's hitting the right notes. When life gets boring, we bring out our play. You see, playfulness is in our DNA. It's in the way we move and laugh. It's in the way we walk, the way we rock, and how we just don't stop. You feel me? We add color to everything, to every day and every dish, because the world needs our crazy. We're the different flavors that make life more exciting. We're the ones who add color to every moment. Fanta, color every moment.
Hey, this is Script, and you can catch me on One Africa TV on Sundays at 8 p.m. as we chat to Namibian changemakers, innovators, entrepreneurs, and doers who are changing the game. 99 FM Game Changers is supported by Paratus. Limiting potential is not an option. Think big.
You've been preparing for it. The final stretch of the football season. With it comes fierce rivalry, devastating heartbreak, and historic victories. But whatever comes our way, as football fans, we stand by our teams. Until the very end. This is football worth watching. Stay connected to GOtv for the thrilling finale of a first-of-its-kind football season. GOtv, love it.
Former Walfish Bay councillor who won and ran as an independent candidate till last year, Knowledge Ipinge, expressed his disappointment with the manner in which government has dealt with the residents of Otwea, amongst other issues.
Definitely with Wolfsburg Bay we find ourselves in a very awkward situation in the terms of which we have a council that is very inexperienced. Inexperienced in a sense to say from a grassroots level, just the basic understanding of Wolfsburg Bay as a town. There is actually the lack of know-how in that sense, and also then looking at the local authority as well as just a governmental operation position. So that's where we find ourselves as Wolfsburg Bay. So it is more a team that is there learning on the job. So with that, development is somehow also hampered. So with that, it is more, we are more focused on rather doing investigations opposed to developing the town further. So if you look at the lockdown, definitely, which we are aware was politically motivated, and also a form of a political tribalism approach which was used in terms of the lockdown. A lot of job losses have occurred within Wolfsburg Bay, and also at the same time most industries were operating actually with fixed term contracts. So you have actually a large number of the working force who are currently unemployed, and you have a lot of businesses that have closed down in the process as well, and who are only trying to kickstart now. But then if you look at the, let's say, the value chain of that is attached to the port itself, you have a lot of companies who are out of business because of what has happened during the lockdown. The Tualoloka issue is a very sad case. Sad case in a sense, if you actually follow the history of Tualoloka as far back as 2016, then you'll understand it's coming actually from a position of court cases court cases of which there were eviction orders from the municipality to evict these people from this place, of which they ended up winning the case. The case then ended up in the High Court. Municipality won the High Court case, and then it ended up in the Supreme Court, and that's where it is still now, of which then led to actually a mutual understanding between the municipality and the community itself. What has then happened in the process, there's been a lot of communication even from the community members of Tualoloka, of which I know I've been advising them also at some point also, which started with simple matters such as them just asking to be moved for their shacks just to be moved apart in line with a Public Health Act initially, and just for provisions to be made in terms of fire evacuation and so on. But then the municipality has been ignoring this for years until the Tualoloka situation happened, and then only everyone woke up and then we wanted to react then. So it was more of a reactionary situation whereby proper planning through your disaster risk management committees and all the relevant structures would have prevented all of this initially, and the damage would then have been as big as it is. And knowing the situation that the people are in currently, people are still caught up in tents as we speak. It's almost a year now that this has happened, and you still have people living in tents. Imagine the weather in Wolfsburg Bay with it being so cold. A few weeks ago we had even rain here, so just imagine you living in a tent on the ground there, and you should know this is already salty ground that you're staying on, so it is just not a conducive environment for any human being. If you look at what the SWAPO government has presented us with, and this is just from your frameworks, let's say the national development plans, you're speaking about your Vision 2030s, you're speaking about your growth at home strategies, you're speaking about your Harambee prosperity plans. So if you look at these documents and you read through it, you will see definitely that in terms of policy, in terms of frameworks, in terms of strategic interventions, we look good on paper. But the implementation thereof remains one of the biggest challenges. And not only the implementation thereof, also the evaluation part of it is also a big concern, because if you go back and you say, go ask for the assessment reports of, let's say, your NDPs, your Harambee prosperity plans and all that, then definitely you will then realize as a country where we're moving and where we're supposed to be, we are not close to where we're supposed to be as a country.
I also asked Knowledge just what it is that afflicts the men in Wolfsburg Bay, with increased reports of men violating or murdering women at the town.
JPV is definitely a very, very big concern within our community, of which it's exactly six months ago. I've presented actually, I tabled a motion that's speaking actually on a regional strategy that's dealing with JBV as well as human trafficking, which is actually a very huge concern within the community of Erongo at large. Besides the protests, besides the outcries of the community, we've not seen anything significant happening. As I said before, it all comes down to your all talk and no action. The moment that media start reporting about this and it starts becoming center stage, then only we'll hear parliamentarians speaking about, then only we'll hear politicians speaking about it, up until it dies out, and then we're back to square one, and that's where we are.
Rauna Hamunyela shared her views on how she thinks the fish rot saga, which saw laws change to ensure that certain government affiliates benefit from corruption, will play out.
I don't think if there would be justice, because what they are doing now, what I can see and what I can hear, people, they're just talking, but there's no action to take. You cannot solve a problem with a problem. You cannot just be talking, but you're not doing anything. Now, I'm tired of hearing this one eat, this one eat, this one eat. Okay, now what is the way forward? What is the action towards those people? Because it's like everyone ate. And now they don't want to expose one another. They're just talking. You cannot steal and point a finger to me that I steal, unless we keep our things a secret. Now here is just to blind people that they are doing it, but they don't do anything. There will be no justice until these people of Namibia they repent, until they open up their hearts and speak the truth, until they take a true and justice action. But if it's like this is a wasting of time. Until people, they get tired of talking, because their talking is just going in the air. They're not doing anything. I want a true action, a way that will free the people.
I'm so sick and tired myself. Soldiers came, struck the fire in the shooting people would probably lose. See now the people throw black stones at the soldiers, grab a few things cause they in the line of fire. Some are looking for voters cause in them IDs. Election time is coming again. This morning mommy saw what happened in a fire. The rain is something smaller. She said, mommy, don't make no fire. Gone all over. Enough is enough. This fire
And with that, it's a wrap. Thanks for watching.
The V10 Countdown airs every Saturday at 1800 hours on One Africa TV. Vote for your favorite music video by SMSing the song's name followed by V10 to 10010. Make sure that you add a space between the song name and V10. For example, Omapenda Fule, space, V10. SMSs are charged at $3 Namibian. T's and C's apply.
In a time of uncertainty, false news, and fear, learn on. While the world scrambles to make new sense, while the experts turn around in circles, trying to find their way back to tomorrow. Learn on. When classrooms become empty cathedrals and the trees start to bear answers, learn on. Learn on until every parent is a teacher and every teacher is a mentor. Learn on until you cross the boundaries of your mind, until you grow eyes and sprout wings. My friend, learn on. On sidewalks, on the floor, at the neighbors, in the market, in hallways, in churches, under trees, at kitchen tables, in riverbeds. Learning doesn't only happen between four walls. Learning happens in the small space of your enormous, beautiful mind. Start where you are. Use what you have. Learn on One. Invite learning in.